Hi, and welcome to the Insecure Chef. I'm here with Regina today. Fall is a few days away, and holidays are coming. It's pumpkin time, so we're going to do pumpkin roll-ups today. So we're going to get started. As always, the ingredients and the directions, quantities, etc. are on the channel. So, pumpkin roll-ups, let's begin. We're taking AP flour. I'm going to throw that in there, all-purpose flour, and mix that with a cup of granulated sugar. Get that in there. We're going to put a quarter of a teaspoon of regular table salt, quarter teaspoon table salt. Okay. And then to that, we're going to be adding a teaspoon of cinnamon. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon going in. And then a teaspoon of baking soda. Not baking powder, that's baking soda, okay? I've made that mistake a couple of times over the years. Doesn't work out very well. Let me just clean this off just a bit. There we go. Teaspoon of baking soda going in. And then a teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. It's a wonderful ingredient. Oops, just a teaspoon, we don't want to overdo it. There we go. Teaspoon of that in there. And now we're going to mix this up. We're going to whisk this up so it's nice and combined. All right. And this is going to be the roll-up. This is going to be basically a pumpkin pie, or rather a pumpkin cake shell, and we're going to be filling this up with a cream cheese filling. All right, that looks pretty good. I think that'll do just fine. Now we're going to go over to the wet side. Now to the wet side, we're going to take 3/4, or rather 2/3 of a cup, 2/3 of a cup of pumpkin pie. Pumpkin puree. Again, this is not pumpkin pie mixture, this is the puree. Get all that out. All right. A little tricky to always get out, so I cheat when I actually weigh this out. I always give it a few extra grams because I know I won't get it out. All right. I think that's good enough. All right, that's in there. All right, now to that, we're going to be adding a teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon. There we go. Teaspoon of vanilla is in, and that's going to get followed by 3 large eggs. They're in here already, 3 large eggs going in. And we're going to give that a good stir. All right, let's get that going. We like a lot of pumpkin around here. I know Regina does. And we'll be doing that now. This is part of the season. At least here in the Northeast. All right, let's get that in there nice. All right, now to that I'm going to take the dry ingredients we just previously mixed, and I'm going to mix it here into the wet. Like so. Okay. And we're going to get that all mixed in there very nicely. Now I'm going to be pouring this into a baking sheet, and you'll see on the baking sheet that I have parchment paper. Now in this particular case, this parchment paper is not just there for the convenience. It is an integral part of making this roll-up, so don't skip it. You'll see what I'm talking about in just a minute. All right. What do you think, hon?
Oh, looks Looks good. Well mixed.
Looks good?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Yeah, I think I've got it all. Take that. We're going to pour this now into this baking sheet. 11 by 15, 12 by 17.
It's got to
It'll
be
work
something
out.
like that, yeah.
We're going to pour this in here into that parchment paper. Okay, I need
You
something
need a
to scrape it out.
spatula or something?
Yeah, hold on a second. I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. I should have took my spatula out. I always forget something. There's a lot to do. Okay. All right. Let's try to get it all in here. There's a considerable amount left in there. Let's get that down. And then what we're going to do is we're going to smooth it around the surface to make it, it's going to be fairly flat, as you can see. All right, what do you think? You think that's good enough?
Yeah, I mean, there's some on the side here. I don't know if you
Oh.
want to get that a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Let's correct down. Okay.
All right,
Good
well,
enough.
as always with these things, you wish you could get it all, but it's almost impossible. All right. What we're going to do now is just going to smooth this around. Come on this side. And you're going to do your best to try to make it as even as you can across the surface. Just requires a little patience, and I think I qualify for that because I have
Very little.
very little patience. So I think when people tell me to have a little patience, I always tell them I most certainly have that. All right. We'll have to see how this all comes out. All right, I think that's about the best I can get it. And you'll see, I don't think it has to be perfect, because when this gets basically cooked, we're going to be rolling it up while it's hot. So I don't think that's going to be too big a problem. All right, good enough. Okay, we're ready now to put this in the oven. It's at 350. It's already been preheated. And we're going to bake this for about 15 minutes. So let me go over here. I'm just going to stick it in the oven, like so. Okay, set the timer for 15 minutes. And we'll be back. Okay, the 15 minutes are up, and we've baked this. Now, while it's still hot, okay, carefully so you don't burn yourself, I'm going to roll this up inside the parchment paper. Okay, I'm going to roll it up inside the parchment paper, and let me tell you, it's hot.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just going to go slow so I can grab it. Probably, maybe I could possibly do this with gloves on. I don't know. I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, try it.
Yeah, you want to roll it while it's warm because it's rollable while it's warm. There we go.
That's better, huh?
Yeah, at least I can grab onto it. And there we go.
Perfect.
Okay, I'm going to let that sit in there. It's got to cool completely. All right, so I'm just going to let it sit over there. I don't know how long that'll take, but it'll cool completely. In the meantime, I'm going to be making the cream cheese filling for this. And we'll get started with that. I've got an 8-ounce block of, this is full-fat cream cheese. You can probably do it with the lower fat, but whatever. And I've got 2 tablespoons of butter. I made it get a little soft, hopefully soft enough, because I'm going to be mixing this by hand. And we'll see how that goes. What I do with my, just in case, I brought out my smasher, just in case. So I'm going to be mixing that with the butter, the cream cheese, a teaspoon of vanilla, and a cup of powdered sugar. All right? So let's get that in there now. Butter, block of cream cheese.
Yummy.
As always, I love cream cheese. Alrighty. And now I'm going to add the teaspoon of vanilla. Teaspoon of vanilla is in. First thing I'm going to do is just try to get this just kind of mixed down a little bit. And again, you know, I let it soften. You can stick it in the microwave. You don't want to melt it completely though. You know, let me just see if I can get that softened up a bit like that. Yeah, that's doing better. What I'll do now is I'm going to have to scrape all this out of there. You know, I always do this, and I always tell myself why. When you do this kind of process, you really should use a spatula. I know it, you know it, but I never seem to do it until I think of it after the fact. So I'm going to switch to that as soon as I clear out my whisk there. You'll probably hear my dog, because he needs to be part of
the video.
Of everything. All right, while I'm doing this, we'll let Regina handle the dog. All right, as you can see, we got this now fairly creamed up. And now I'm going to add the powdered sugar. Okay, and we'll get that going right around here. And this will be your filling. I think you can see where we're going with this. Once I cool that roll down, I'm going to unroll it, and then we're going to ladle, or spread rather, this mixture back onto that pumpkin bread there. And then we're going to wrap it back up, roll it up, stick it in the fridge for an hour, and we'll be done. Okay? So we'll take a break now as I just finish this up, and we'll come back once that roll is cool. Okay, now the base, the dough has cooled to room temperature. So we're going to unroll this right now. Okay. First time I'm trying this, what I'm going to do is we're going to let this sit just a few more seconds so that it sets a little bit further. Okay, I'm going to leave it on the parchment paper. It'll be a little easier for me anyhow. And I'm just going to start to spread this. All right. Which I believe is the word I was looking for. Anyhow. It still tastes good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right, now I'm simply going to take this around. I'm going to just see if I can roll this up a little bit. There we are.
Okay.
And now I'm just going to wrap this up fairly tight, like so. And this is going to get refrigerated for 1 hour. That will set this up. And then basically we'll just be cutting little circles, if you will. And they'll be ready to eat. Okay, the 1 hour has gone. And we've taken the log out of the refrigerator. And now we're just going to slice it into swirls. And it'll be ready for dessert. And here we have the finished product. So, from the Insecure Chef and Regina, we want to thank you for watching. The only thing I can suggest here is to make sure that when you first lay out the batter, Make sure it's level as possible, and then you probably will not run into the small problem I ran into in getting it to fold easier. So again, enjoy. Thank you for watching. Please invite your friends and family. Enjoy. Bye-bye now.